$1.15. This is K Fly. This is your DJ. Easy in the jack off hour. Somebody doesn't have his headphones on. Somebody else isn't here.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah, but sound's coming through my computer, not my.
Let me check my shit too. Where is the settings? What's that? All right, so here's the deal. Jake just texted me and was like, not feeling good.
Yeah.
Yeah, why is the TV up so loud?
I don't know.
And he's like, I don't really want to do it, kind of thing. And I was like, how about we just do our grievances and no pre-show. And he's like, all right, I'm cool with that. So
Okay. Yeah, I might. Oh, here's the thing. I left my charging cable at the hotel for my laptop.
Oh my god. So call them because they probably put it in lost and found.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not, I'll just order another one. Here, yeah.
Okay, so it shows my shit's regular. I'll put my sunglasses back on. So to get good light, I gotta have my fucking lights on. But I was like, what if I just wear sunglasses?
Yeah.
Cool like that.
I should probably
Holy shit. The Memphis is up 27-10 in the first quarter. 29-10 on Phoenix.
Oof.
Yeah, that's not good. Okay, I'll text Jake.
God, that weapon sucks.
Oh, yeah?
That 458 thing that I made,
Yeah.
I couldn't hit anything.
Hey, here comes the Ric Flair. Woo! Oh, look at that guy. What's up, my guy?
Hey, what's up, my guy?
That's on the list. What episode are we on? 256?
I think so, yeah.
Dang. So, yeah, you're feeling great, huh?
You find why my audio is not coming through.
Unplug your headphones and plug them back in.
I did several times.
Do it better though.
What does it say it's hooked up to on your settings?
Headphones.
Try plugging it into the mic, maybe.
How about now?
I mean, I could hear, but
Yeah, it's still coming through the laptop.
I'm not hearing it. It's not like giving us feedback. At least I'm not. Do you hear Jake?
I hear him. He's just fine for me.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
I'll just leave my headphones on so it makes it look official.
Well, if you can hear us, that's all that really matters.
Yeah.
True.
We'll see how long my laptop actually goes.
Oh, well, another reason to go short then, hey?
Did you leave your charger in Post Falls, Idaho?
Yep.
Nerd.
Fucking nerd.
Where I plugged my laptop in, I had to slide the charging cable behind the desk and underneath, so I literally didn't see it the whole time.
Mm.
And also, I forget things. That's what I do.
Hey.
That's true. You can start.
All right, man.
I forget things and I stress my mother out.
Hey, that's what your shirt should say. I drink things and I stress my mother out.
Yeah.
All right, man. Are you ready for a good ass show?
Some of us are, yeah.
Yeah, some of us are. Holy shit.
Yeah.
All right, here we are. Back again. It's another edition. It's another episode of my show. I feel like dog shit. I look like dog shit. But it's all good because we're here in a celebration of Festivus. The rest of us.
Festivus miracle.
It's a Festivus miracle. Hey, every week's a Super Bowl, guys. Every week is a Super Bowl.
It's true.
Here we are. I'm dying, but I'm joined by two of the finest gentlemen in business. Two people that can't be done without. Right now, without them, it'd just be my show with Jake, and no one would listen to that. But it's Dave, it's Robin. We're going to be going through our Festivus list of grievances. Some of ours are longer than others. Some of them have.
That's what she said.
Some of us have them written down. But
some of us just like to wing it.
Yep. And but it's gonna be a short show. I've been dead for like a week and a half now, and I'm sure you can hear it in my voice. And if you're watching on YouTube or on Spotify, you can see it in my face. I'm not happy about life. But it's the list. It's the Festivus. It's time for the airing of grievances.
I got a lot of problems with you people.
Got a lot of problems with you people. Who wants to go first?
I don't care. I got mine ready.
I'll go last so that I can think about it for a little bit.
Okay, Dave, do you need a piece of paper like to write things down? No, of course not. No.
No, he would
Grievance
forget to
number
remember.
1, Robin offering me
people who offer me things. Number one.
I don't like being handed things.
Please don't hand me things.
Well, I'll go first because I feel like mine are right here and I can just read them.
Yep, and yeah.
So I wrote a little prologue type thing, basically telling people what Festivus is. If you don't know, Festivus is a tradition started from Seinfeld. We watched Seinfeld enough to know about Festivus. Festivus, though, I was surprised to find out didn't happen until season 9, which is the last season. It's like season 9, episode 10, The Strike.
You're right near the end.
Yeah. So anyway, I'll just get right to my my list. Number 1. Oh wait, I need to read part of this. So one of the main activities of the holidays is the airing of the grievances, and we decided we should do the same on our MySpaces. That's where we started this, and tradition was born. So number 1, my guy, the first of several phrases used today that I despise. I just used it earlier.
Yep.
My guy came from another phrase, my brother or my man.
My dude.
My dude was also born from those. I'm not sure if my brother or my man, my man. I don't know which one came first, but that's the birth.
I like my brother because there's been brothers for a long time.
It's true.
I'm my man, people.
I usually do it sarcastically. I'm not really
if I'm in a bar and I want to get more chips.
I've heard that.
I'll pull up my man. I'll bust one out.
Or hey, my man, can you get me this?
My man. Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like that's not the same as hey, my guy. Like my guy feels disrespectful.
I like it.
Yeah.
Hey, my guy, can you get me another Bud Light? No, that's a Bud Light, please.
My guy.
My guy. Hey, guy.
Hey, guy.
Number 2, another saying, trust. Just trust. People, you ever heard people say trust? Trust.
No.
Oh, I've plenty of times.
The only time I heard that was when the running back for the Ravens was talking about Lamar Jackson, and he called someone Big Trust.
Right.
I don't know if that's
the same thing. That's
same.
trust. There's only
that's like a thing on the house.
One T. You need the trusses. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's what I wrote.
Rockefeller
Trust.
in the building.
Maybe this will help. Trust, because saying trust me is too much. This has become a thing. It's dumb, almost as dumb as my next one. Nope. So that didn't help. So trust comes from people saying, trust me.
Yep.
It's usually
Trust
high school kids. Like, trust me. Do you trust? Trust. They just say trust. Like, stop. Bet. Another one.
Bet.
Came from, you want to make a bet? To,
You want to bet?
Or now it's just bet. I'm like, just
bet.
at least do want to bet. Do you want to bet? You want to bet? You want to make a bet? Come on. Just do better. The last one, we've all said, I'm pretty sure. Well, I don't know if Dave said, but I know Jake has said it, and I've said it. Say less.
No,
I'm not a say less person. I don't think
I feel like maybe it was Bales. It was in the group text. Somebody did, and I don't think it was Alex.
That sounds more like a Bales
Maybe
line.
you were adjacent to the saying less.
I'm
You're saying less,
I'm
Jason.
Say Less Adjacent, which is the name of this episode.
It is. I'm just gonna write that down. Say less adjacent. Anyway, so we're up to number 5. So I'm still on just phrases. Dead ass. Have you ever heard anyone say dead ass?
Yeah, I hate dead ass.
Dead ass is the worst. And we know where that one came from too, right?
Yeah.
Nope.
Like, so dead ass came from dead serious, dead ass, dead serious, dead ass serious, and then just
Oh.
straight dead ass. That's how we got
Are
there.
you dead ass?
Are you serious? I'm dead serious. And then say dead ass serious, and then they just got to dead ass.
Are you dead ass?
Does anyone
Bro,
say,
I'm-
"Are you cereal" anymore?
I don't
No,
think so.
people
They're
don't
not
say
that
that.
cool. All right, we're out of the phrases. Number 6, Nebraska firing Scott Frost. I wrote this one a long time ago, and I kind of forgot why I was mad about it. Other than I remember, I felt like he didn't get a fair shake, or he was kind of in one of those situations where there were too many hands in the cookie jar, and Scott
Yeah.
Frost was kind of getting hosed. Like, I don't know. Then we saw that video of him sliding down the banister,
Yeah.
and everyone's like, "Oh, he's just fucking out of there." That was recorded like months ago, but hold on, I'm gonna stop this real quick.
But it fit.
Bad, we're back. Good morning.
There we go.
Okay, so we were talking about Scott Frost being fired. We basically mentioned the meme of him sliding down the fucking handrail, and
Yep.
we obviously knew it was fake or old. Number 7, Crocs. I'm 100% behind kids wearing Crocs. That makes sense to me. There's like the Saturday morning cartoon of footwear. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Saturday. Yeah.
makes sense. Yeah. So we have Adult Swim for a reason.
Yep.
Because we wear grown up shoes. We watch grown up cartoons. Figure it out.
And we
That's what I
wipe
said.
both
I said figure
ways.
it out.
Number 8, Call of Duty making changes. Obviously, every game is going to make changes, but I feel like this Call of Duty's changes are the most drastic of any of the Call of Duties that have come out. It's not like Madden every once in a while have like a big change, but it always feels like even though the game has
Still
changed,
football.
it's still, yeah, you still know what you're doing. Like we just played a thing earlier. DMZ, demilitarized zone. It's this totally different thing where if you die in the game, you lose your shit, and
You die in real life.
yeah, exactly. That's the next evolution, is you actually die in real life.
Comes with a stim pack so they can bring you back.
Exactly. But they've tried to remake the 2009 Call of Duty, and they're like, oh, we're going to do all this stuff that we wish we would have done then, except for 2009, they didn't care what people thought and made a good game, and we fucking loved it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's just crazy. The one thing I did notice, though, is we just played on like a hardcore lobby, and I felt like the people playing hardcore were the people that were playing 2009, because we're like, oh, fuck you, Deacon. Like, that guy was talking shit to you, and he's like, don't threaten me with a good time. Like, it was just...
I was like, I will eat your butthole, little man.
Exactly.
It's like the old days.
Yep.
Just like the old Daves.
Mm-hmm.
Number 9. This one hurt me a little bit to write. Chip Kelly.
Mm-hmm.
Chip Kelly, the once leader at Oregon. He came back to college football after he left and hurt us. He broke our hearts. Came back and we're like, okay, you can go to UCLA. It's too close, but I guess we'll only see you like maybe every other season. Not too much.
And that's where most of us left Chip Kelly. We're like,
Right.
All right. To hell with you, man. The rule is stay out of the Pac-12.
Yep. Exactly. And then he steals our fucking quarterback. In recruiting this week, big news was Dante Moore switched from Oregon to committing to UCLA. And that was when I said, you know what? Fuck you, Chip Kelly. I'm done with that guy.
And then Dan Lanning said the same thing.
And Dan Lanning was like, all right, I got you. And then he fucking goes and flips
everybody.
Like, what, 3 or 4 new guys?
Yeah,
Oregon went from number 14 the night before to jumping up to number 5 nationally.
Yeah.
Like, fuck. And then Lincoln Riley, that made me laugh. Did you see that article?
You said, recap it real quick.
The Cliff Notes version is he's basically like, some teams are out there just buying their way to what they think is going to win, and we're picking winners. And I'm like, did you not just bring like a bunch of guys in last
Jordan
year?
Addison, Caleb
Mhm.
Williams.
Yeah. So suck a dick. All right.
Rivalry's back, baby.
Right. And then the other part I wrote was I was so pissed off from this, but that River and Grayson's elf changed his name officially from Chip to Cliff. He wrote them a letter. Grayson didn't like it. Grayson was like, here's a list of options that you could change to. And that poor elf had to write him back, no, not doing that. I'm Cliff.
My name is Cliff, damn it.
My name Cliff.
I like how Grayson was like, here's a list of names that are acceptable to me. And you're like, nah, to hell with you.
No, I don't think so. And I was like, well, you could call River and ask her because she's been at her mom's. And I was like, maybe you guys could talk about it. And he's like, no, I'll just write a list. I'm like, well then, nope, I'm not going to listen. I mean,
unless you magically hit Kenny.
Exactly. If you would have hit Kenny, I would have been like, okay, we'll do that. He didn't though. He was like Bob, Steve. My first thought was Bob Stoops. And I'm like, nope, Steve Fisher. Nope, we're not doing that. Nope, sorry. My last one is a fairly recent one, but then I also have a counter to that, which might be the first time we've ever had something we're thankful for on Grievance reading night, Festivus. Right. The TikTok filter that changes your voice. I can't stand those. They're all like, I want to sound like I'm telling you the story, but it's not my voice. And I'm like, nope. You all sound the same. I don't like it.
I also hate that it's always the same people that have the same accent, so it throws the same sort of. It sounds like Cartman.
Hey. Yeah. My thing that I'm grateful for though is the trend, and Young Gravy agrees. Make my mom dress up like me.
It's a good trend.
Oh my God! Yeah, big fan.
Big fan.
Big fan. Anyway, those are my grievances. I'll post them on the internets here in a bit. Maybe I'll post it on Instagram. Everyone can read them if you haven't. I mean, you probably just heard it, so you're good. Yeah, who's up?
I'll go. All right, my list is a little bit shorter, mostly because I'm holding it mentally, and there's not a lot in there.
That's fair.
So my first grievance is the parent illuminati.
Oh, like for schools?
Overall, just in general, I'm going to attack the establishment of the parent illuminati right now.
Okay.
I got my entry level into the parent illuminati this last year when I started coaching baseball.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when I learned that there is levels to this shit. And that's why I call it the parent illuminati, because like I got in there and I was definitely an outsider.
Right.
Like no matter how hard I tried, even though like I was in, like I knew the president of the league, like I'm related to now by marriage, but related to the president of the league, like who fucking cares?
Yeah.
But yeah, just the whole there's like this weird classism in the whole sports parent thing that I absolutely hate. And I saw it worst in baseball this year. Like I've been around a lot of sports. I've seen a lot of different like clubs. You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
The sports that play after high school ball is over, like it's kind of unique. Baseball is one of those things that seems to have different levels to it. There's travel ball parents who don't fucking get me started. They actually, that's why we're here. I mean, they got these kids out playing baseball 6 days a week, and for like 1% of these kids, like that's probably what they should be doing, what they want to be doing. But for the rest of these kids, man, like playing 5-6 nights a week games, that's ridiculous.
That's
like
too much.
That's too much. Even when I was in high school playing basketball every day, and I loved basketball. It was like all I wanted to do. At the end of 3 months of doing nothing but basketball every day, I was done.
Right.
And that was high school, and I had something to play for,
Right.
These kids are just 11 and it's raining and it's February and it's like, I don't know.
That's wild.
It's wild. Parents, like, I'm just going to let you all know, a lot of you, and you're not ready to hear this, a lot of you are living vicariously through your kids. It's pathetic, and you're ruining it for everybody. Okay. As someone who volunteered to coach last year, I won't do it again, and it's your fault. I gave, like, my parents, for the most part, like 10 out of the 11 kids that I had on my team, like, their parents were awesome. They all contributed. They were all part of the forward moving plan. But there was that one parent that I got into it with multiple occasions because they did not want to respect the authority established with the.
Was it Greg the Hammer Valentine?
Yeah, it was Greg the Hammer Valentine. With the title of coach, and that was not respected, and that's fine. You can not like me, but you will, you paid a fee that said that this guy's going to be in charge of my kid, so let me be in charge of your kid. Like, you can parent after the game's over. Right now, I need to coach.
I agree.
So yeah, there's that. There's just guys who never put a boat in the water and can't deal with it. Like, they're the kind of guys that you get coaching these baseball kids, and it's really kind of frustrating because they're so focused on winning the league tournament, which means nothing.
Yeah.
It's a recreational league that we're playing in that's put together by a bunch of families. Like, this is the most low intensity baseball in the history of time. Like, there's kid sports, and for all my Eugene, Oregon OGs, kid sports, West Seattle baseball. Like, it really is a, hey, come see if you like playing sports kind of league.
Yeah.
And you got people in this league who are running their team like Pete Rose in the 1980s.
Betting?
Well, I would
bet.
If I set lines, I'd be lying to say I didn't think that there'd be takers.
Huh.
Like, if I showed up and if I posted lines, I guarantee you I would get takers. Like, people, like, and maybe it's just my most recent exposure. Maybe it's this way now. Maybe it just is this way now. But baseball parents are the worst. You're all the worst, and you all suck, and you all know it. Like, there's a reason there's an umpire shortage. There's a reason there's a coach shortage. And you really just have to go to social media to find out why.
Right.
Everyone wants their punchline. Everyone wants everyone to know how funny they are. And really, you're just kind of mean. And, like, fuck you. That's all I really want to say about that. On the topic of fuck you, having all I have to say about that, I had something interesting happen to me this year. For a long time, I've hated the University of Washington. A long
I remember. Yeah.
time.
I think I heard that once.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Hate these fucks. This trip to Corvallis, this year, this trip to Corvallis. Let's see, how many times have I been there? Since 09, 11, 13, 17. Nope, not 17, 13. COVID year. I've been there a lot.
Yeah.
So this isn't just like, oh, you went one time, blah, 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 blah. You don't know anything about our football. Blah. Yeah, I do. I've been there a lot. I've never been more harassed and harangued and just outright treated like dog shit as I was this year at Research Stadium. Like, and I'm all for rivalry. I get it. Like, you listen to this podcast long enough, you'll hear me unload on your team. It will happen. But I never make it personal. I never come after you personally. You know, like, unless you start it, unless you pick, like, I'll let you set the battle line. And when you set it, that's where we're going with it. This is the one game this year I didn't wear a hat. And guess what? Guess what everyone let me know?
That you forgot your hat at home.
You didn't have a hat.
I didn't have a hat. Yeah, they let me know that. Because everyone chose to make fun of the fact that I don't have very much hair on top of my head. And I say everyone, like, 4 separate people in the crowd shouting, like, singling me out, picking on me, and shouting at me. And again, I want to let you all know, when it comes to football, you're in my house, I'm gonna shit all over your team. All over your team. I'm gonna let you know why your quarterback's shitty. I'm gonna let you know why your offensive line can't stand up to our pass rush. I'm gonna let you know that you can't stop the run, and I'm gonna let you know that it's gonna be 42-26, and you're gonna go home unhappy. I'm gonna let you let you know that all game long. I have never once taken somebody else's mascot and thrown it into a toilet, but at every single urinal in Research Stadium, there are miniature rubber ducks in the urinals. Now, this is all coming from the same fan base that was clutching their pearls and wringing their hands about the fight on the field last year. That was started by them, and wanted to talk to us about how classless our fan base is, which would cause their player to give our fans the finger going off the field, Trayshawn Harrison. But I never once threw a stuffed beaver into a toilet so everyone could pee on it and laugh about it.
I'm just gonna tell you, I wrote that down so that I could remember to buy like 500 plastic beavers to stick in toilets for next year.
Yeah, gloves are off, dog. Like, it's not, and that's the thing. This is not the first time. Every time I've been to the Civil War, there have been rubber ducks in the toilet, and ha ha ha. It's at the same level of going to tailgate and saying, "Hey, what are you guys making?" "Ha ha ha, we're cooking duck. We're cooking duck, you guys. We're making it for everybody because the ducks are cooked. Ha 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 ha." Like,
unless of course he actually does have cooked duck, then that's kind of impressive because I'd eat it.
I mean, I'd eat it too, but because duck's pretty good.
Yeah.
But
a little greasy, but
a little greasy, but or hey, ha ha ha, the duck hunt meme.
Yeah, I've never heard that. Is that a new one?
Oh, wow.
What is that? What?
I don't know if they know this, but Hustler used to have the beaver hunt. So I mean, like, maybe we just start bringing Hustler magazines.
Yep.
I'm pretty sure they'll love that.
I'm sure we should find one.
We should do a monologue video of reading beaver hunts compilation of it for Civil War week.
Maybe we could get some Ducks players to do it.
That would be really awesome.
Maybe an NIL type deal.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I'll give them 5 cents a piece.
But yeah, I mean,
they're all old enough to look at Playboys.
This is the first game I had the privilege of bringing my brother to, and Ben has never chosen a side in the rivalry. He chose a side this year, and he chose the right side. And I get the feeling that going into Greaser and getting hollered at for 3 hours was a pretty galvanizing experience.
Yeah.
So, like,
yeah, you'll remember that.
Yeah, I don't know if they know what they did. but they shouldn't have done that.
Yeah. No, that was not it.
Because there's me, and I'll tell you this story. When my brother was 13, I want to say, something around, he was young
Yeah.
cat.
Yeah.
He looks at me and he says, "Jake, are you gonna want to party when you're 36?" And I go, "You'll be 21, huh?" Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna want to party when I'm 36.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm 35. We're halfway to 36. Still partying.
Hey.
Call it good. So yeah, he and I can feel. It's really funny to think about tailgating, how it's almost like the Lord of the Rings, that one picture where all the characters are following each other and they
Yeah.
just get shorter and shorter as the thing goes on. That's almost like how our tailgate feels. Like there's you, then there's me in the 9-year younger than you spot, and then the 9-year younger than me spot is now Bailey, who I was in this spot, you were in this spot,
Right.
and now all the spots have shifted down one, and now Ben has slid into the new kid spot, and he
And
might,
River is below that. That's funny.
yeah, and same, yep, and Ben.
Hey, where the fuck am I?
I don't know. Probably in San Diego still.
Yeah, probably still in San Diego.
Or Idaho.
yeah.
Who knows?
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't have a lot of grievances. Pretty much just the beavers and parents.
Well, I made it into 3, so just so you know.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
3 grievances. 3 Vinces.
Hey, grievances. Dave.
All right,
you
David.
are up. Oh, stretch. You can do your Pilates, whatever it is.
So, first grievance, Robin came up with it last week. Not enough goddamn time in Idaho. I was working so much, I didn't get to do shit except for get drunk one night and drive around. It's not an endorsement to drinking and driving.
No, because no one would do that.
No, why would that ever happen in a world?
Don't you even do it? No.
Yeah.
Let's see. Another grievance is how on all my shoes that I've ever owned, I cannot for some reason get the right shoe tightened exactly like the left.
It's because your feet aren't the same size.
I don't know what I'm talking about around my ankle.
Oh.
Then your ankles aren't the same size.
Well,
then you need to learn how to tie your shoes.
My left foot, I'll wrench it down, right? Tie my shoe. All right, fits nice and snug. I go to my right foot. I'll cinch it down, and then for some reason, it's always looser. Thought about that this morning, actually. Put my shoes on. I'm thinking about it again right now. Right foot's just wiggling in there. My left foot's secure.
All right.
Right foot's wiggling in there.
Yeah.
So you're pissed off at your grievances of your right boot then?
Yeah. Every right boot ever created throughout time. Except for, slip-ons, because that you can't really.
Those are booties.
Booty, 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 booty.
All right.
Let's see. All right. Another grievance.
Dave's right boot.
Dave's right boot. Man, I don't have a whole lot of grievances.
You're a very grateful person this year.
Like I really am, actually. Like
Sarah.
Sarah smile.
Yeah,
she's a bitch.
I was trying to think of a grievance for that, but you can't. I can't. Anyone, you can if you want.
Yeah.
But me, I can't grieve her for her opinion, like, and what she wanted and what.
Oh no,
or
it
what
doesn't
she
have grievances. Don't have to be logical, Dave. Did you not listen to mine? Like I just had words I was mad at.
Oh well, no, but those are logical to me.
That's fair.
So I can't. I don't think I can grieve. I can't grieve a person for feeling the way they feel or not feeling the way I want them to feel.
You saying grieve makes me think like somebody died. I mean,
no, you're not.
Maybe
grieving.
they did.
A piece of me did, guys.
A
piece of me did.
Oh, what, your dick?
Right here. Yeah, because it hasn't been used since.
Heyo, yeah, not by anybody but you.
Yeah, no,
Maybe it's a kickstand in the snow or something.
Right? Oh, I got a question for you. Actually, it's not a grievance, but it's a question that's been in my head
Holiday questions with Dave.
since I was in Idaho. Lots of snow, right? So I'm standing, and I know it's deep before it actually hits the ground. We've all heard. We've all, you've always heard, write your name in the snow while you're pissing, right?
Yeah.
You know what that is? I want to know, does anyone try to shoot their stream straight down in the same spot as long as possible just to see how deep they can melt the snow with their piss?
I play all sorts of pee games when I'm peeing in the snow.
I call it pee missile.
That might be the new title.
I call it pee missile.
Because I don't wave it around.
I like that.
I don't want to melt snow in a wide area. I want to melt snow in a deep conical area.
Well, it's also possible, Dave, that you don't know cursive. Is that a thing?
No, I know cursive.
Well, your name doesn't naturally flow into a like the D and like in Dave. You have to.
Oh no.
Yeah, then you have to.
I piss print in print.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't know if I
pinch off
done it
and
both ways.
make block letters.
Why would you pinch it off? Like
because it will
He's
more clearly say Dave. Yeah. Like
right. Doesn't want to make a sloppy note.
Because if I'm in the snow and it's cold, my bladder has shrunk, so I don't actually have a whole lot of piss in there. Gotcha. I've got a very minimal amount. I already have a small bladder. It's diagnosed by me.
By me, Dr. Dave.
He's the one they call Dr. Dave.
But yeah, I've always wondered, does anyone else try to their own version of the piss missile?
Occasionally, I'll do I call it the pee missile, but yeah, my name flows very well in cursive, so I usually just give it the
you can do the whole fucking all swiggly swoops.
Yeah, I don't think I've done that game.
Mine has a lot of stop and starts.
Yeah, mine's very flowy.
And then I have to fucking dot the I.
Yeah, I don't have any I's to dot.
So I'm pinching off anyway.
Yeah, you do.
Huh?
You have an I in your name.
I said I do.
Oh, I thought you said you don't.
Nope.
I was like, get the fuck out of here. You got two.
I do. Wait, am I spelling my last name too?
Yeah.
Well, it depends on how bad you got to pee.
Sometimes I push as hard as I can to see how thick I can make the print.
Yeah, you ever every once in a while you hear the dude in the bathroom peeing and you're like, what is wrong with your penis?
I have heard that many times.
Here's a weird confession.
Okay.
When I was a kid, I thought the sound determined how big your dick was.
Huh.
That's really.
I mean, from a kid standpoint, that's probably not the worst.
Logical.
Yeah. I thought the deeper it sounded, fucking hitting the bowl, I thought that meant you had a bigger dick. But then again, louder means it's got longer distance to fucking throw. So maybe louder means you got a smaller dick.
Give your balls a tug.
And it's possible you have a narrow urethra.
Yeah, right. And if it just sounds like.
When I'm drunk, I like to play this game in the bathrooms. Like if I go in there and start peeing and then another person comes in, I like to see if I can continue peeing until they're done.
Yes.
I do that at rest areas.
Right?
I'm like, all right, let's see who's
Why do we do that? Like,
let's see who's the man.
I gotta go for the longest.
Let's see who can pee the longest. I was thinking about this too because when I was in kindergarten, and we'll take it home on our pee stories here. I was in kindergarten and we wanted to see who could pee the highest, and I won. And my reward was cleaning the bathroom because I peed out of the urinal.
That's fair.
But we wanted to see who could pee the highest.
Have you ever seen one of those bathrooms where the wall is the urinal?
Yeah.
That would have been perfect.
Would have been great. Yeah. Nope, they just
wrong place, wrong time.
That's why you don't put schools in churches.
Yep, that's the one.
That's one of the reasons. All right, do we have any other grievances before we get out of here? Before we come back for our season finale?
No, just that Anthony Davis is hurt again for the season or a long time.
That
shocking.
made me laugh. Yeah, I was waiting for it. It was Merry Christmas, Dave. Here's the thing you've been waiting for.
Wasn't really
Since
a
basketball
grievance,
started.
but yeah.
Yeah. Like, here you go, Dave.
I grieve that motherfucker's feet for always being hurt.
Yep.
I grieve him. All right. These people, they could have been anywhere in the world, but they're here with us. We appreciate that. Thank you for listening to me die over the microphone. Thank you for listening this year. We'll be back with our season finale and hopefully a more healthy host.
Yeah.
Gentlemen, anything to say before we hit the ROAD?
Let us
You
know
know what I'm
about piss missiles. Who does the piss missile?
Who does piss missiles? And ladies, if you write your name in the snow, let me know.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yep. Videos. Oh,
Ladies, can
Wait,
you
what?
pee and poop at the same time?
Good night, universe.
Good Ducks. That's a podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah.